Okay, so for today, I'm going to be giving you my best fashion tips that I think that you can kind of take in and take with you, and hopefully it helps you out. While I give you my fashion tips, I'm also going to be doing my makeup. I haven't played in my makeup it's been a couple of days, and I miss playing in my makeup. So that's what we're going to be doing today while I give you these fashion tips. And I thought this would be fun to, you know, mix the fashion and the makeup together, because I mean the two really go hand in hand, so why not, right? So yeah, that is what we're going to be doing today. By the way, if you originally subscribe to my fashion content, please let me know in the comments below what type of fashion content you guys would like to see from me. I remember somebody saying they wanted me to do a wearing versus styling video, so I'm definitely going to do one because I feel like that would be fun. And I'm probably like pretty late to that trend but it's okay, I'm gonna still do it because one of my babies requested it. So yeah, that is what we're going to be doing. So my first fashion tip that I actually have for you that you can kind of take and put to use is when you are, you know, shopping for fashion pieces, I want to recommend you to look for very like versatile pieces. When you have versatile pieces in your wardrobe, you get the most out of them, I would say. You can get more wear out of them versus when you have a piece that is not as versatile and you can't really do much with it, and it's harder to mix and match or knowing what to wear it with. So I would always recommend to reach and shop for more versatile pieces, especially when it comes to like shirts and different dresses that not only you can wear in the summertime, but you can also wear in the winter time and use them as like a layering piece, or pieces that just have different functionalities on them is going to make the piece more versatile for you to kind of switch in and out of your wardrobe, and again just to make the most out of it, which is always going to be more sustainable. So pay attention to those aspects when you're shopping for pieces, finding things that are just more versatile to add to your wardrobe. Think pieces like the top that I made. You can wear that top as a top, or you can turn it into a skirt, or tops that you can take from work to going out. Things that are just very versatile and you can switch up and wear in your wardrobe, again, from day to night or winter to summer, anything of that sort. Okay, another thing that I'm gonna want to recommend is really just like knowing your body type, like knowing your body shape, I guess I would say. Surprisingly, you guys, a lot of people don't like know their body shape. So typically when you don't know your body shape, you tend to not have pieces that actually fit correctly on you or look right on you. So you always want to know what your body shape is or your body type is, whether that's, you know, like you have an oval shape or a rectangle shape, whatever the case may be. And I think I already did a video on this, or maybe I need to do a full out video on it. I think I did one. I think maybe I did pear shape, I think, but I didn't continue out the series. So if you guys want me to continue out that series, you guys can definitely like this video. But yeah, you just need to find out what your actual body type and body shape actually is, so that way you can pick the correct pieces of clothing in your wardrobe, so that way you'll reach for pieces in your wardrobe more, because you'll feel more confident and better about them. So like I said, surprisingly, a lot of people don't know their body type, but once you learn your body type, and usually a lot of stylists kind of like will help you with that too, like they'll give you or tell you like your body type, but once you learn what your body type is, you'll know and figure out the best pieces to pick out and lean more toward, and save a lot of money by doing this, by basing everything off of your body type or body shape. So yeah, just keep that in mind, because like I said, again, a lot of people just kind of skip over body shape and body type. So yeah, I have not used the Fenty by Rihanna foundation in a while. I honestly don't think I've used this since the summer. I don't know, I think it is it's kind of a little bit darker, I think, maybe. I don't know, but I'm in the shade 390, so I'm going to be using this today because, like I said, I have not used this in a while, and I just missed this little thing. So yeah, I'm going to use it today because I've been using the Urban Decay, and this stuff is so good. This has been like my everyday so far, but this used to be like my everyday. But now I feel like I reach for the Urban Decay more because it's like really matte. And it just is like, I don't know, I love it. But okay, the next thing I would recommend, once you kind of figure out your body shape or your body type, I would definitely recommend you to figure out your outfit formulas. So once you kind of figure out your body shape, then you can go into figuring out your outfit formulas, or what formulas that you can kind of just be like your grab and go formulas when you are maybe in a rush or you just don't know what you want to wear for the day. You always have some sort of like outfit formula on hand. And this may be another video that I can, yeah, y'all see how the color is a little bit different. It's definitely a little bit darker, but this may be another video that I can do, giving you guys some type of like outfit formulas here on my channel as well. Think about your different outfit formulas, whether that be jeans and a tee, or if you're like a button up and jeans type of person, or a graphic tee and jeans type of person, skirt and graphic tee, grab and go. Like I said, figuring out your outfit formulas will save you so much time, and keeping them screenshotted in your phone will save you a lot of time as well. So I do like this foundation because I feel like it matches back to my neck very well, so that's another thing. But this is, I feel like I use this foundation more so in the summer because I get darker in the summer, so that's why it kind of makes me look a little bit darker, if you know what I mean. Okay, my next fashion tip is going to be to go, I would recommend to go thrifting before you go to an actual like retailer. I would say go thrifting first, because sometimes you can find more unique like statement pieces and quality pieces at the thrift store, like I said, that again are more unique, and kind of, especially if you're like looking for a certain trend, go to the thrift store first and see if you can kind of find something similar to the trend that you're kind of trying to pull off, or maybe even experiment with, before you actually just go invest this money into whatever trend that you're trying to experiment with, and then you end up not liking it, and then you spent all of this money on this trend that you want to kind of play around with or kind of incorporate into your personal style, and then maybe you only wear it like once or twice and then you're just over the trend. So that's why I would always recommend, before just going and splurging on different types of trends or new pieces that you want to experiment within your personal style, I would always recommend going to the thrift store first. And I also just recommend going to the thrift store first because sustainability, like secondhand, I feel like sustainability is just, I don't know, I feel like a lot of the clothes that were made back in the day are just have so much more quality now. Like the quality on those pieces that you see at like vintage stores and like thrift stores, like they hold over so much more longer. Am I saying that right? They hold over so much longer than the newer stuff that's being made today in the fast fashion world. So I would definitely recommend thrift shopping first, or vintage antique shopping first. And it doesn't, just because you go like to a thrift store or a vintage store, you can still find new and modern pieces that are not made in like the 80s or the 90s. They do have modern pieces that you can still shop for that are in good quality. So yeah, never be afraid to go scouting at the thrift store first before you go retail shopping. Save those bucks, okay, to get that same style, because style is not about price. It's more about, you know, how you put that shit on. Okay, can you put that on? That's all we want to know. Can you put it on? Can you throw it together? If you can, you in there like swimwear. I love shopping at vintage shops and like thrift shops as well, just because like I said, I can find unique pieces to like have like that archive of clothing that nobody really has, or I can like rework it into something cute and not feel afraid to like go in and like sew or rework it and pay that much for it. So I'm not as afraid to kind of like dive in and do what I gotta do with it. So yeah, that's another tip that I would recommend, is to go thrifting first. Another thing I would say is, back to what I'm saying with thrifting, is to if you do go to retail stores, or if you do decide to go thrifting, I would always say pick pieces that are quality. Oh, I don't think I showed y'all what I'm using. So I'm using the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Bronzing Powder in 110. This is what it looks like. It's so pretty. I love it. It has like this little like shimmery tint in it, but it's still great for every day for bronzing up your face. And it's like really, it has like a matte finish, which I like. So, and I actually like doing that more than I like my liquid contour, because I usually was using like my Stay Naked Quickie. This was like a concealer, but I was using this as like a contouring stick. And then I have like the concealer one, but this one's darker, so it's good for contouring. But I usually would just use like a liquid contour. Oh, and then I also use the Fluid Sheer. I'm gonna link everything down below. But I use the Giorgio Armani Fluid Sheer Glow Enhancer underneath my foundation as well. But I'm gonna link all this stuff down below. Y'all know I link everything in my description box. But yeah, okay, so the next fashion tip that I have for you guys is to actually, I'm gonna use this Black Up Cosmetics. It's like a, I feel like I've used this before, but it's like a it's just a blush. It's in 04, I think. But the next one, the next tip that I was going to say is to experiment with textures. So I really like to, well, lately I've been liking to experiment with not only just statement pieces but textures, because I just feel like it's interesting into the eye, and it could just kind of like add that layer of depth and like just make your outfit a little bit more interesting, even when you kind of don't know what to wear. Even if you're wearing like a plain top or like a basic top with like texture can like add some type of depth to an outfit, if you know what I mean. So it just makes outfits more interesting. So I would say experimenting with textures and experimenting with combining different pieces together that you normally wouldn't put together, that you normally wouldn't see together. Like I said earlier, like kind of like a graphic tee and a really feminine like maxi skirt that's like silky, kind of like mixing the masculine and the feminine. We see a lot of that. That's kind of plays on like that juxtaposition type of thing. So seeing that is really cool too. So I would say those two things, experimenting with texture and experimenting with pieces that you usually wouldn't see being put together, is always a fun one. And that's just a tip that I want to kind of throw out there. What's next? Okay, so I'm just putting this like blush from Ace Beauty. It's in Plummy. I'm just gonna put a little bit of it in my eyelids and do something different, I guess you can say. I really usually don't do like eyeshadow and stuff, but I'm gonna do it for you babies. I think this is like a really fun look, kind of giving off those like burgundy vibes. I think sometimes I'll be putting my eyeshadow too high up. I don't want this to be too, okay, that's better. So my next tip is going to be to try like monochromatic looks. I would say to try monochromatic, but a different way that you can try, am I even clipping? A different way that you can try monochromatic looks is kind of trying monochromatic with a particular color, but with different shades within that same family. So say you have like a green, but like you use different shades of green, or maybe you have like blue, but you use like different shades of blue, but it's still blue, but it's still monochromatic. You get what I'm saying? Or like different shades of red or different shades of yellow, whatever the case may be. So I think this is always fun. And a different way to play up and play with monochromatic looks is creating monochromatic looks, different shades within the same family. I think that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that is another tip that I think is really fun, and I think it's going to be great for the summer as well coming up. Okay, my next best fashion tip is to let a piece that you are rocking actually steal the show. So rather you go like with something that's like, you go with an all plain outfit, but maybe you have like a really like loud statement shoe, or maybe you go with an all plain outfit but you have a really like just cool statement coat, or maybe you're doing a all basic outfit or something that's just subtle and your bag is kind of like stealing the show. Like you go with like a big huge like oversized bag. I think that is always a great way to play up on your looks. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be like a, like I said, like a fashion piece, but it could just be like an accessory, whether that's like your bag or maybe a necklace or even like a statement earring. Let one of the pieces in your wardrobe actually stand out and just take over and steal the whole entire outfit. The best way to do it. I feel like that is like always fun. Okay, another tip that I want to recommend to you girlies and guysies out there is to stop looking for a certain type of aesthetic to kind of have, especially when it comes to your personal style, because I feel like for your personal style is really going to be like your own personal aesthetic, like unless there's really just like an aesthetic that you're going for. But I would definitely recommend, if you're trying to find your personal style, is to lean more toward not aesthetics, but be drawn and lean more toward pieces that you just really love and that you're really drawn to, and not pieces that are necessarily just trending. Like you got to be able to like have a mind of your own and like find what's necessarily you outside of what you may see maybe an influencer or a celebrity, or what you see just trending on the runways or whatever the case may be. You have to be able to, you know, play around with trends sometimes, but always have your own personal style and personal signature outside of the noise that's going on that everybody else is rocking. Because when you're able to not just choose a certain aesthetic based off maybe what a celebrity is wearing or an influencer or what's on the runway, this is when you're able to kind of hone into your own personal style and own personal signature style. And this is when it's going to be easier for you to pick out clothes, because you love the pieces that you're picking out. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to get sick of them because you always know, like, this is you. You know what I mean? I think I'm saying that right. But that's also just a great way for you to create your own personal style over time too. So my last tip is just going to be to pay attention to how you're feeling in your clothes. Like, if your clothes are not elevating how you feel, elevating your mood or making you feel good, like if they're more so like your pieces are like, what's the name? Oh, if your pieces are more so not making you feel good, they're not making you feel confident, they're not making you feel like you're owning the room, but if they're weighing you down and making you feel self-conscious, then that's a telling sign that you're probably picking stuff based off of trends, and you're probably not picking the right stuff based off of your body shape or things that you're confident in, or like your clothing is not tailored correctly. Like I said, fit and comfort is always important. Like I said, you guys know I love like oversized items. I feel comfy in oversized stuff, and I feel confident in tight fitting stuff. I guess it just depends on based off of like my mood and how I'm feeling for the day, like what mood do I want to go for. But everybody doesn't feel confident in both, you know what I mean? Some people don't feel confident in feeling and trying to pull off both of those things. So you just have to find what pieces do make you feel good and elevate your mood, so that way you're feeling confidence. And a bonus one is going to be confidence. Okay, make sure that when you are rocking certain pieces, you're bringing your confidence. Okay, y'all, I've been using this Wet n Wild stick. Ooh, I've been using this to do like my liner, because I have to get me another brown liner. I pretty much ran out of all of my brown liners, so I just been using this. I just take like a little thing and I do my kind of like brown lining with this, and it works wonders. Okay, it literally works wonders. I don't always do my brown liner, but I'm gonna do it right now. I actually need to get some more liners. But yeah, if you're wondering if I'm using a liner, I'm not. I'm just using this Wet n Wild multi-stick, which is pretty much good for anything. And I don't know if I want to use this L'Oreal Paris lippy, or if I want to use my lip gloss from Giorgio Armani. I think I'm just gonna use my lip gloss. And I also have a clear one. I have 3 of these. I think I have more. Do I have more? No. I got the 03, 02, and 01. So I wear these a lot. These are my faves. I never did swatches on them. Maybe I'll do swatches before I run out of them all. I need to do like a little swatch review. But they have like tints to them. So this one has like a little pink tint. I feel like I wear my orange one and my clear one a lot, but this isn't really showing up like that. Maybe I should put a little bit of this pink L'Oreal one on. I don't know why I was in the mood for pink today. Maybe because my jacket? Gotta be because of my jacket. Alright, y'all, that is it for this video. Real chill vibes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys got something or found some tips that will be helpful to you guys. So until the next video, I hope it helped. I love you guys, and I will see you at the top.